Hi traders. So in today's video I will tell you a really good strategy for beginners, or for anyone who just wants to try a strategy that is actually tested and that is not complex at all. And basically in the Forex markets it is not always the case that only the most complex strategies are working. The thing is that if you are using great money management rules and dynamic exits, you can actually have a strategy that is working really good even if you have simple rules. So I don't want to waste your time. Let's see the strategy. So basically this strategy contains only exponential moving averages. So it is tradable on your phone or anything, and you don't have to have a really detailed chart for it to trade, and you don't need like 100 indicators and stuff. So basically I coded this strategy into an EA, and then I tested it in MT4 and MT5 with 99.9% tick data. So this strategy is all tested, and every aspect of it, and these example trades that I will show you for buy and exit, buy entry, buy exit, sell entry and sell exit rules are not just some things that I drew to the chart because I could drew of course more beautiful trades, but that's not how life works. These are real trades that were shown by the algorithm that I tested with. So let's see. As I said, we are only using exponential moving averages, and first we will take a trade if a 3-period exponential moving average crosses below a 62-period moving average, exponential moving average. As you see, it is the most simple rule in the world that you can have a strategy with. And so I will put our indicators to the chart, 62, and let's see. So as you see, I will just show it to you. Here our 3-period EMA crossed below our 62-period EMA, so it's a perfect spot for us to take the trade. Now here I have to mention the most important thing about basically all strategies, and it is that, as I said, it is not obvious that the most complex strategies will be the best. And we have some simple features and rules that I added to this strategy that reduced losses by like 70% and added profits. So you have to follow them. And the first is that you should only carry one trade at once per pair. So you can't do what almost every trader, that you open and open and open new trades because you want to be in action and you let your human psychology just destroy you. You have to only carry one trade at once per pair. So basically, for example, we open this trade and we wait until our dynamic exit that I will show you in a minute allow us to actually close the trade. And it is so important because if you are just opening trades over and over again, you will blow your account. And for example, if you trade with trade on 10 pairs, it basically means that the maximum trade amount that you will have is 10 trades, because you carry one trade at once per pair, and this is a safety thing and it will gain you profit long term and save you so much because you won't blow your account. Okay, so let's see our dynamic exit, and this is a three-way strategy. So the first rule is really simple. We are using EMA as well, and basically we have a 2-period EMA, and we have and the rule is that the 2-period EMA has to cross above a 74-period EMA. As you see, it is pretty simple, nothing so fancy that you can't do it on a phone or something like that. It is really, really simple. So, and now I have to mention the feature that is the most important alongside with the one trade at once per pair rule, and that is the time filter that I add to every one of my professional EA that I trade with and that I sell, that I code for, you know, custom codes for clients. I add it to every strategy, and when I do the algorithmic testing and biological algorithm optimization, I see that it works. It really works for every one of the EAs that I test and code. So, and the strategies, all the strategies that I get and code on any platform. So basically it is a day trading slash scalping strategy, because the dynamic exit sometimes closes the trades really soon. Sometimes it holds them for a couple of days, but nothing like weeks or something that are the long-term strategies and EAs. So let's see. Our rule is that you can only close your trade with the first condition if 150 minutes passed after the entry of the trade. So it is really important because it gives your strategy a really great structure and system, and you won't be able to really just go in a, you know, cycle of doom where you just at the end blow your account because your psychology destroys you. So these rules are important for the simplest strategies in the world and for the most complex strategies in the world too, because we are just humans, and it is important to have these awesome rules to help us. So we have a third condition as well. It is basically just that we must do, and it is a safety stop loss that in this scenario I would say should be maximum 30 to 50 pips. For, of course, for the long-term strategies, both of the second and third conditions are much higher. For example, if you already watched my other videos, this X amount of minutes are usually a couple of thousand minutes, but here it is a day trading slash scalping strategy, so it is just this simple small number. And the safety stop loss is a key to every strategy. Most of the time you won't be using it, but if the markets, a crisis, crash, anything can happen, your deposit will be just, saved with stop loss. So it is important because the world is crazy. So these are the buy entry and these are the buy exit rules. I show you where we closed our trade. Of course, our second condition is already at the right place, and now here it is, well, it is not so obvious, but here our 2-period EMA crossed above our 74-period EMA here, so we closed our trade, and it was actually quite a nice trade in my opinion. So yeah, now I will show you some example for the sell entry and sell exit rules. So basically it is a trade that the it is actually the longest trade that the algorithmic test that I did showed me, and I wanted to show it to you because it is just interesting. And of course all the scalping trades and day trading trades that the strategy did, hundreds of them actually, I will be showing you in MT4, and I will show you all the trades that the test showed with variable spread, slippage and commission. So it is not a strategy where, you know, it only works in backtest and it won't work, or won't have the probability to work, because we only talk about probabilities here because we are, you know, real traders. So let's see. We have a sell entry. The algorithm showed that it was the entry here. I will tell you the sell entry rules. So basically our sell entry rules are the following. They are just as simple as with the buy entry. So basically we are using EMAs as well here, and we take our sell trade if the 4-period exponential moving average cross below an EMA that is 39 period, and it is really simple. It is just, you know, the most simple strategy in the world. Of course, if you will trade with it, you will notice that your emotions will try to kill you, because you will have the intention and the urge to close the trades way too early, and you might close them and you will regret it at the end. But it is just learning curves, so this is why I test these strategies for you. So I'm not just talking about stuff, but I really test them, and it is, you know, the probability is proven. So yeah, let's see. And it's really important to trust the strategy when you are trading it and know all the downsides and the upsides and all the statistics. For example, one of the most important parts is the average losing trade and the average winning trade, and the ratio of them, because that will tell you the risk to reward ratio that you have on the entire strategy, and it is important. So let's see. Now it is, as you see, I already put the right numbers here, and as you see, it was a perfect entry for us here. Basically we took this trade and we waited and waited and waited. Of course we have a sell exit, and actually take a look at it now, and of course there are no perfect rules and no perfect strategies. Rather, if you don't want to just show off some bullshit, if you trade systematically, there will be good and bad trades. But I think with this trade, for example, our exit was almost perfect, so I'm really proud of this. So we have 3 rules as at the as at the buy exits. So our first rule is we are using, of course, exponential moving averages, as I promised. And first we have a 19 period EMA, and it has to cross above a EMA that is 21 period. This is our first condition. Our second condition is the same as I mentioned in the buy exit rules. It is really important and you should follow it, because of course it is a big trade that I show you, but there are, you know, potential, like, you know, thousands of potential trades, and you have to only trade the good ones, and therefore you have to only carry one trade at once and follow this rule that 150 minutes has to pass after the entry of your trade. And only after that you can consider the first condition and start to, you know, look for it. So let's see. Okay, and after that we have our third condition. It is the same as with the buy exit, and all these three rules are just really important, because these three rules are basically the core of the strategy. Of course, we have an entry strategy, and the backtest showed profitability, but the exit strategy plays a huge part in it. So I can't tell you enough times that you should follow all the rules. And yeah, so of course it is, in this case, it is a maximum of 30 to 50 pips. So let's see. We have a 19 and a 21 period EMA. Okay, so it is not the easiest to catch, but I will show it to you when it crossed. And it is pretty interesting, because of course at the beginning we haven't closed the trade because of this parameter, and after that it just haven't crossed. And it was very good for us, because we could close the trade based on our system at the best place possible. So basically all the rules that I established were the right place this time. So as you see, there will be a cross here, and somewhere like somewhere here, as you take a look at it, somewhere here it crossed successfully, and all our other parameters were at the right place. So we basically closed this trade at a huge profit, and it added to our risk to reward ratio and our whole statistics. And this is why basically when you have all the noise in the markets and all the crashes and crises and stuff, you should know your strategy, and you should know that if you just keep doing what you are doing, even if you are in a losing streak, you will be profitable at the end, because you have something that you already tested, and you know how much, for example, how many trades is the maximum in a losing streak or a winning streak. So you know these things, and it's really important. Now I will show you the real test with this EA, with this strategy, you know, that I coded into an EA, so we can test it. Now let's see. I will test the EA for approximately 1 year now, yeah, I will test it for 1 year on the 30-minute time frame on USD versus yen. And of course we will be using variable spread and tick data, as you see here, and we will be using tick data, and not just the tick data that is here, you know, in MT4, but a paid tick data from a really reliable source, actually the most reliable source. So I want to do all the tests as you know, as close to reality as possible. So let's start, and I will show you all the trades along the way, because you will have to know for every strategy you are trading with, that what kind of trades you can expect, and how's the whole portfolio and stuff. So I will show you all the trades that we are doing, and it is completely automated, so it is really exciting to see how it works and how the EA actually do the trades with this high quality data. As you see, it is because of the dynamic exit, there are trades that are just really small, and there are trades that are fairly big, but the most trades are just day trades that that are for a couple hours to 2 or 3 days maximum, but there are trades that are closed in minutes, so it really depends on the dynamic exit and how it sees the market at the moment. So yeah, these are the trades. It is of course just one pair, so and I recommend to trade the the top 5 major and minor pairs, and that will be pretty good. Now let's see the statistics. As you see, it is 99.9% with 0 mismatched errors. I want to be as transparent as possible, and no, not really, YouTubers don't show these things in reality. And let's see, so we have a maximum drawdown of 10%, somewhere 10%. On one pair we have almost 100% gain. It is not 100%, but it is not so far from that. Let's see how much is the gain. Yeah, so yeah, it is pretty good. So we have a 75% gain approximately. Our biggest profit trade is bigger than our biggest loss trade. That is good. Our average profit trade is bigger than our average loss trade. That is also good. So, and our average losing streak and winning streak are probably the same. Based on this backtest, it is the same, but it can vary a little bit on the other pairs. But what I see that is I really like is that our maximal winning streak is much larger than our maximal losing streak, and I like that in an EA. So yeah, these are the stats. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more of these really simple strategy but with some interesting features, just like this video and subscribe. It is really helpful. Ciao.